Hey guys, Smoking Eagles Rod Shop here. Working on the old Buick. See if we can't get it running. It's got air in the tires once again. Looks a lot better. So I've been in here working on the engine a little bit. I pulled all the plugs yesterday. Only snapped one of them off. Got it out. Filled up the cylinders with a little bit of love juice, aka Marvel Mystery Oil, PB Blaster, transmission fluid, and a little bit of kerosene. And I've been letting that set for the day. Actually, well, I put it in there yesterday, but anyway, so now, as you can see, the wiring in here has been munched on. We got wires there, we got wires over here. I just started like tracing wires, and basically none of them go anywhere anymore. These go down to the starter, and they are actually still hooked up, although they look a little bit on the sad side. And then you get back here, get back in here, and as you can see, all those, well, not all those, but a good majority of those are supposed to go up there to the old voltage regulator that has a handful of wires sticking out of it that aren't connected anymore. And then when I follow the wires up here, they're munched again up here in a couple of spots. So the wiring's going to kind of suck for about an hour or two, just chasing down the essential wires and basically pulling fuses out of everything that's not essential to get this thing running. I'm working on pulling everything off of the intake that's not 100% necessity. This is pretty complete as far as like all the little cylinders and stuff. This is junk, the old dash pot's junk, but I'm going to keep some of this oddball stuff that Buick guys probably need, and I'll save all that stuff off to the side. But my plan is pull the intake. I did toss a wrench on the end of the block, and I put a little pressure on it, and it moved just ever so slightly. I moved it a couple degrees one way and a couple degrees the other way, just to kind of work that oil down a little bit. When I got this car a year ago, there was no carburetor on it, and there hadn't been for a long time, and the intake was clear full of mouse nests and shit and garbage. Weeds, limbs, sticks, you name it, it was in here. So I did my best with the shop vac and sucked all that out of there, but I'm concerned that there's probably still like acorns and walnuts, because there was a bunch of walnuts and acorns down inside the intake that are probably sitting right on top of the valves. So I don't want to crank this thing over and get something lodged in one of the valves and bust a valve. So what I'm going to do, now that I know that it's not locked up, it'll probably run as long as it doesn't have, like, I don't know, 4 dead cylinders. So what my plan is, I ordered an intake gasket because it was like $22. I'm going to pull all the garbage off the intake I don't need, because I got to do that regardless. I'm going to jerk the intake off of this thing, clean the intake out a little bit better. Then I'll be able to get direct access to the top of the valves. I'll be able to sweep whatever garbage is down in there out of there. I'll be able to see a lot from being in there, and it cost me like 20 bucks and a couple hours worth of work. But then I can put that all back on. Hopefully I don't find anything super detrimental. And then I got a carburetor in there off the old blue truck. The original carburetor off of it. When I redid the blue truck, I got a new carburetor, and I kept the old one because it worked, but it, you know, had some vacuum leaks and didn't run great, but it ran good enough. So I'm going to slap that on here and see if we can't bring this thing to life and do some gnarly burnouts, and then make a game plan from there. you think this thing will run when I get it back together? Look how much crap is down inside here. Look at that. Every single cylinder. It's just clear full of mouse nest and garbage. Look at that. And I thought these sides were sucked out pretty good. It's hard to get the light so I can see in there. Yeah, look at that. Just clear, full. You can see the valves in there. And we'll get her all sucked out of there. And I'll pour some oil in there. Let it soak. Let it soak. Let's see if what we can get. Alright guys, so got the intake off that Buick 455. Looks great. No, it looks terrible. It looks like shit. And that's cool. Whatever. I got big block Buick tire smoke in my sights, and that's what we're shooting for, and I'm not going to give up until we get it. Now, I'm not going to spend $1 billion. We're not. We're going to go as cheap and dirty as we can and get this thing done. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Episode 2 will be coming soon. As soon as I get some space in the shop here, we'll drag it in there. We'll dig a little bit deeper into this project, and we'll go from there. Who knows what's going to happen. But, yeah, stick around. See you soon. Peace.